Hello, class. I said hello, class.
We didn't think you'd show up today.
We will be learning about women and their roles in society. Women's roles in society have come a long way from what they were in the late 1800s up until now, especially from post-World War II until the present. It's time for a history lesson.
What's that?
Just Totino's pizza roll with it. During World War II, while the men were off in Europe and in the Pacific, women were in the factories manufacturing weapons and such, doing quote-unquote a man's job. In the 1950s, women tended to stay at home to raise family unless they were single and went to college or had a job. Then, in the 1960s, there was a big feminist movement for equal rights because of the works like The Feminine Mystique. And in the 1970s, the feminist movement continued and women fought for equal rights still. In the 80s and 90s, women gained some rights and eventually came into the working force. In more modern times, women have evolved more with the times, getting higher power positions in business and such. But some people don't agree with that.
I think women should have a choice of what their role is. I don't think we're supposed to have a definite role in society, but if a woman wants to be like a stay-at-home mom or the CEO of a company, she should have the ability to do whatever she sets her mind to the same way a guy does.
So in today's society, the role of women should be to maintain a balance between logic and emotion. Women tend to be more emotional, nurturing, and that needs to be present within society.
14. So I believe that changes society to the point that I think women should be able to do anything, become president of the United States, run the military, be a priest in a Catholic church, which I know the current Pope doesn't believe in, but women are intelligent, compassionate, they are the life givers, they have a lot more to offer than they have in the past.
How do you support traditionalism when it comes to women's rights?
Well, I do believe that the man should make the money in the relationship, and provide for the woman. But it's still like, I don't care if she votes. She has a right to vote. She has a right to do other things. She doesn't have to be like some kind of slave, but let the guy provide for you. Let him be the dominant one in the relationship. Don't just like be I am woman, I am strong, hear me roar. Just let the guy be the leader.
Sorry, what was that? Were any of you paying attention to me?
I was.
Oh, you teach the class what you've learned.
What? Oh. Sir.
Go ahead.
I took notes. So.
All right. You bet.
Women worked in factories during World War II, and when the soldiers came home, they lost their jobs. In the 50s, women focused on becoming better mothers and stayed home to support their families. In the 60s, a big feminist movement occurred, and women fought for their rights, which is still going on today. In the 70s, women still fought for their rights. In the 80s, women started accepting higher positions in the workforce. In the 90s, women were still fighting for equal treatment. Now women are still fighting for equal pay and equal rights. And it looks like we won't know when women will get their rights.
Thank God. Well, it looks like you learned something today. Other than him. Go.
It's not my fault your lesson was boring.
Today.
Is it right now?
Yeah. Alright, stop.
It does it every time. That's
Hey, it's because I have a flash on. Hey,
yeah, but that's.
hey
Did
man.
that happen to my eyes? I don't think so.
Hey man. Like, in that case, we may have to do it again.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just gonna clean myself because I think I'm a cat.
Sorry, what was that?
What? What's that?
Go.
Okay. Hello everyone. I am magician Ben Zahork, and today I'm going to show you how to make this dog disappear using only tissue. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. That's how you do it. Alright, bye. I'm getting paid for this.
Poor Zeno.
What was the question?
Did that spook you?
Yeah.
In the 1960s, there was a big feminist movement for equal rights because of works like The Feminine Mystique. And in the 1970s... Ouch!
Mr. Krabs is in there! Mr. Krabs is unfair! Standing at the concession, plotting his oppression!
Camera.
It's my story?
Yeah.
Okay, is it filming?
Yeah, it's filming.
But I was looking at this rap video online, like one of the comments, it was like, hey, there's no good messages in rap. And the guy's like, what about Too Short? The ghetto! Women worked in factories during World War II, and when the soldiers came home, they lost their jobs. In the 50s, women focused on becoming better mothers and stayed home to support their family. You want me to read it like I can't, like I'm struggling?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. That was. Ready?
Yeah, it's filming.
Hey Ben, I should come over next weekend to your house.
No, my mom doesn't let long-haired freaks into the house.
Where do you live?
He lives in a shoebox in the middle of the road. He has to get up at 6 a.m. to work at mill for 6 pence every 4 years.